Good morning, Knights. I am so excited to see everyone back on our campus. It's hard to believe it's been 220 days since we had students in these hallways, so it's wonderful to see everyone back on this campus this morning. I'm Mr. Bickes. I'm the principal of ACP. I'm very proud to serve as your principal. To those students that are new to ACP, welcome. I'm excited to get to know you in person this quarter. I got to see a few of you virtually, but it's not the same, obviously, as meeting somebody in person. And then to our returning students, welcome back. Glad to have you on our campus. We're very excited to see everybody back at ACP. I hope you had a wonderful fall break and are ready to start the second quarter. I just want to go over a few guidelines and procedures as we get ready to start the second quarter so we're all on the same page. Typically, we would do this in an assembly, but obviously, under current circumstances, we can't hold an assembly right now. So I'm going to go ahead and go over a few guidelines and procedures, and then I'm going to turn it over to the class of 2021, who has a special presentation for you this morning as well. So first off, let's talk about those masks. Everybody needs to wear a mask to school every single day. You have to have your mask on at all times as well. That means masks need to be on at all times in the classroom, all times when walking outside in the hallways, all times when you're in the restrooms. The only time that you can have your mask off is when you are eating lunch. Otherwise, your mask must be on at all times. Again, it's for your safety and for the safety of those around you. I want to talk about social distancing as well. We want to make sure that every student maintains the appropriate distance from other individuals throughout the course of the school day. I realize some of your classrooms are going to be full of students, and we understand that. Your teachers are going to do the best they possibly can to go ahead and distance you from other students throughout the course of the period. But it's important that you also practice safe practices as well when it comes to social distancing. So please don't hug your friends. Let's not shake hands. Let's not high five. I realize we're all excited to be back, and we want to say hi to those individuals, but we need to do it safely this year. So please don't hug, don't touch, and just say hello from a distance, and you can certainly talk to one another from a safe distance as well. But just do your part to be the best you possibly can when practicing social distancing this school year. You'll also notice when you're walking around the hallway that we have markers on our campus that indicate the direction that you should be traveling when going through the hallways. Please pay attention to those arrows. It's just like driving on the street. If you're driving east or you're driving to the north, you're on the right-hand side. So just follow the arrows and make sure you're traveling through the hallways appropriately. Also, I do want to let you know that the hallways by the PC lab and the Mac lab and room D101, that's a small hallway. That is only going to be allowing traffic going to those classes specifically. In other words, we don't want students going to the cafeteria through this hallway or to the restrooms through this hallway. The hallway by the PC lab, the Mac lab, and room D101 is for students going to those classes only. So please pay attention to the signs that are in the hallways and don't ignore them. You don't want to get yourself in trouble. Now, we're going to be going to lunch soon, in a few hours, I suppose. But anyways, as far as lunches this year, we're going to have 3 lunches, A, B, and C lunch. Your teachers have all been assigned a specific lunch, and your third period teacher today will remind you of the lunch that they have been assigned to attend. When you go to the cafeteria, you're going to be going to the hallway that's by the art room. We'll have people out there to direction you to the cafeteria if that's where you're going for your lunch. But that's how you get to the cafeteria if you're buying your lunch. You go to the hallway that's by the art room. Once you're in the cafeteria, you follow the social distancing markers, and you can purchase your lunch. In the cafeteria, we have tables. We have large tables and we have small tables. We do have specific numbers that are allowed to sit at each table. The large tables can accommodate 6 students. The small tables, 4. Once capacity has been met at each table, no additional student can be seated at that table. So please make sure that once the number of individuals are at that table, you don't bring a chair over and sit with them. We want to maintain the numbers. Once the cafeteria has come to capacity, we need extra students to go ahead and eat outside. We have new tables this year that you can use outside to have more seats available for those that choose to eat outside. You can also sit on the grass on the east field. And I know we have quite a few students like to sit outside the D-pod on the sidewalk. You're welcome to do that. Again, maintain that social distancing. The outside eating tables also have a seating limit, so once that limit has been reached, you can find a different table to sit at or go to a different location to enjoy your lunch and hang out with friends. Again, that's the only time that you can have your mask off, but once you finish your lunch, put your mask back on. For the short term, we are not going to have any of the basketballs or soccer balls or footballs out during lunches. We want to go ahead and maintain a safe environment, so we're going to see how things go, and as long as we're doing a good job, then we may consider bringing out those basketballs, footballs, and soccer balls for you to enjoy during your lunch period. Classrooms. When you walk into the classrooms, you're going to be asked to sanitize your hands. Each classroom has a sanitizing station, so when you walk in, you need to sanitize those hands. And as you leave the classroom, you also need to sanitize your hands on the way out the door. Just make sure that you're doing this quickly. And then once you get in the classroom and you sanitize your hand, please have a seat as quickly as possible. We really don't want students congregating together in the classrooms. Just find your seat, and then you can talk to one another until your teacher tells you to go ahead and pay attention to the directions. And then finally, if you need to leave the class for any reason, whether it be going to the restroom, coming into the office, seeing a counselor, going to the nurse, we have a different process this year for signing out of your classroom. By each classroom door, you'll see some QR codes. What you're going to be doing is you're going to be scanning that QR code, depending on if you're leaving the classroom or returning, and once you scan that QR code, you're going to fill out a form. That form will then go ahead and be generated so we can go ahead and make sure we know where students are at all times. For those of you that don't have a phone or other device that will allow you to scan a QR code, your teachers will be maintaining a notebook where you go ahead and sign in and sign out. Teachers can help you with this. It's pretty self-explanatory. Once you scan those QR codes, it's just important that you scan the QR code, get the paper pass from your teacher, and then you can go ahead and be on your way. Make sure you scan on your way out the door, and make sure you scan back in when you return to your classroom. Again, if you have any questions, just ask your teachers. So those are a few of the things that I want to talk about this morning. If you have any questions at any time, my office is always open. Obviously, we want to limit the number of students in the office, but if you need anything, you just need to come to the front office. We'll be happy to help any member of the administrative team, counselors, office staff. We're here to help you at any time, so don't hesitate to come over if you need anything. Just want to welcome you back to ACP once again. It's great to have students back on campus. I hope this is a fantastic quarter. I can't wait to see what you guys accomplish this quarter. Great job first quarter. I'm proud of you all. Again, if you need anything, we're here for you. Welcome back, Knights. Have a great quarter. And now, I am very excited to tell you that the class of 2021 has put together a special presentation to discuss their theme and their goals with each of you this morning. So I'm going to turn it over to the class of 2021. Have a great day.